Good day to you. The topic of this video is how to reboot SBC. Now I'm going to start by showing you my task manager so that you can see what it looks like when SBC is running. So you're looking for BBW terms and BBR wins. Now you're looking for these off of the main server machine. So it doesn't really matter if they're running off of workstations. They should have a BBW term running off of their workstation if they have a GUI screen like the one you see behind my task manager. But when you're reviewing the information to make sure that SBC has closed, you want to look at the task manager that's on the server. So I'm going to minimize this. So I can do this either from any task in the system, or I can do it from task 1. Typically, the reason that I'm rebooting SBC is because I'm doing a reboot of the entire server machine, but sometimes you're just implementing a program, so you need to stop and restart SBC, or you're trying to reconnect a printer or something like that. So you're going to need to access your task 1 server machine regardless in this entire process. So you can do this from any terminal, but you're going to have to walk over to the task 1 machine eventually anyway. So I'm going to run this from my task 1. I'm going to minimize my GUI task and pull up my task 1. So task 1 for everybody is the old look. You're going to start by going to your system prompt. Now to get to your system prompt, you should know how to do this already probably, but you're going to press the Z key, you're going to press the G as in George key, you're going to press Control Z or Control G. Those are the 4 most popular ways to get to a prompt. So I'm going to press the Z key on my computer and it takes me out to a greater than sign. This is what's called a prompt for SBC. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in MMI space AB equals all, and I'm going to press the enter key. Now what I want to do before I do this is make sure that everybody's off the machine. If anybody's in the middle of a ticket, in the middle of doing any kind of processing, in the middle of doing any kind of updating the system, price updates, stuffing information, you're really going to mess them up if you kick them out in the middle of their process. So you're going to want to walk around the office and make sure that nobody's doing anything. Smartest thing is to get everybody out to the main menu and tell them to stay off of the machine for a minute. So once I've done that, I come over here, I type in MMI space AB equals all, and I press my enter key. Now what it's doing is it's going through and it's individually shutting down each one of my tasks. And what I want to end up is what you see right here. You want to end up with a single task showing up at the top, and that's the task that you're still on. So if you do this from any other task, it's totally fine. You're going to see the same information at the top of the screen except for a different task number and a different port number. But you want to only see one line of information. If you see multiple lines of information, just do it again. MMI space AB equals all and press your enter key. Now, some of you may have been instructed to do a different keystroke, MMI/A space AB equals all. The reason I don't do that is because that also kills the task that I'm doing this process on. And if for any reason one of my tasks didn't close, and there could be 100 reasons why a task doesn't close, it's not a big deal. You just do that MMI space AB equals all until it's finished. But in the case that my task didn't shut down, I'd have to go to the server, restart up SBC, and go through this whole process again. So instead of using the /A, if that's what you've been instructed to do, change your instructions and do the MMI space AB equals all. See, I can do it 30 times and it doesn't make any difference. I want to make sure that I end up with a single task. Okay. To finish this, I type in exit because I want to close the task that I'm on right now. So I type in EXIT, I hit my enter key, it's going to put my task away. And then if I were to look at my task manager, you're going to see that I have a BBW term that's running. If I click on it, it's terminated, so it's not doing anything wrong. And all of my BBI terms are closed. That's what I want to see. If I were to come down here and just close this one, you'll see that that goes away as well. Okay, I want to confirm that that's gone. Now, if I need to reboot my computer, I would do that right now. I don't have to stop my catalog if I have a catalog on my system, when I'm doing a reboot, because there's nothing harmful that will happen if I reboot the computer with the catalog still running. I'm going to close this with an X, and then whether I rebooted my computer or whether I just needed to reboot SBC, I'm going to double click on my task 1 icon. If you double click on any other icon, you're going to get a window up here that's either white and that says establishing connection. You might get a black screen. So this is not connected. Nothing is going to function until you start up task 1. Task 1 runs the whole system. I'm going to click on task 1, and you'll notice you can see in the left corner that it's telling you that it's starting all of those tasks. That is what we want to see. If for some reason you click on that and it says error, 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 call SBC. Typically what happened was that there was a BBI term that was still running in your task manager and you didn't realize it and you restarted the program. So I'm going to show you what it looks like if I do this through my, oops. And if you double click on a task multiple times, you're going to get this white screen again. So I'm going to come down here and click on my task. I'm going to log in, and I'm going to show you what it looks like when you do this from a GUI task. So I'm going to press my Z system prompt. Again, I can press Z, G, Control Z, or Control G. Those are the 4 most popular. Now sometimes when I hit the Z key, it makes me log in one more time. That's just a security measure. So I'm out at a prompt. I type in MMI space AB equals all, because I said I could do this on any terminal. And it is going to close all of my tasks. I want to make sure that there's only one task showing at the top. So you'll notice the information slightly changed, but there's only one task showing. That's good. That's what I want to see. If you happen to close SBC through a GUI task, you're going to type in your exit and you're going to get this message. Are you sure you want to shut down the BBR1 runtime? You want to say yes to this. If you don't, nothing's going to happen. So I want to say yes. I'm going to press my enter key. And now this is terminated. My server is terminated. If I go to my task manager, I see still the BBW term. That's just this window. If I want to make sure that everything's good, I close that window and my BBW term goes away. I do whatever I need to do, double click on task 1, and that brings everything back up. If you have any questions about this process or you want us to walk you through it, please call SBC at 800-829-4722 or send us an email at sbctraining@autolog.com. Thank you.